I learned that college is better because you're gonna go in debt and don't have kids too early.
That college, like if you go to college and have a good job, you get more money.
Being an adult is hard. There's a lot of bills.
How to balance a payment.
A lot of work and money.
It's really hard to be an adult.
It's hard to be a mother.
You don't need cable.
Debt is real. Not for my parents. You
Child
put them in
support
debt.
for kids.
Stay a kid forever so you don't have to pay bills.
If you are in debt, don't save any.
You have to cut out some non-important parts in your life to save money so you can stay debt-free.
I don't want to be an adult ever.
Talk to a lawyer about splitting child custody because you don't want to spend $1,000 on one kid.
I do not want to be an adult. Very hard to keep up with finance.
Learn how to finance yourself.
Okay, so today I got Emily and Ivy to do all the work, so I'm gonna get my future husband to do all the math and stuff.
What did you learn about this project?
Oh, I figured how to use a calculator better.
They don't know how to do bills.
That you really just need a husband. How to balance a budget, keep track of bills.
I learned that adulting sucks and I'm just gonna turn into Peter Pan and stay a child.
Don't go in debt.
Do not be a single mother.
Buy a babysitter, it's a lot cheaper.
That adults make stupid decisions. They're not very. Who pays $300 for gas law?
An adult is really hard, and you have to learn how to budget wisely because if not, you'll go into debt.
We learned that it's really hard to manage your taxes. Yeah, it's very meticulous. You have to be on point, like with everything else. You're gonna go into debt and you're gonna starve to death.
We have to pay taxes and we have to pay for everything, but not go into debt.
There's a lot of bills to pay and a lot of money to spend for bills.
There's a lot of bills,
Can't do math.
and I can't.
Okay.
I learned to never have kids.
To go to college.
That adulting is hard.
Paying bills is a very difficult task to do.
That you have to save a lot of money and like get a good job and like work hard.
I think I learned that you don't really have to buy the things that you like want, but the things that you like need the value of, that you need the most.
That you need to have. I learned that you need to have your priorities set and straight, and that you need to have a budget because if you don't, you will get off track.
Well, budgeting's a lot harder I thought it was gonna be, and childcare is really expensive.
Parenting is a very difficult thing to do.
One thing I learned about from the project was bills suck.
Adulting sucks. Yeah. That car payments suck.
I learned that you need to change your budget at all times because sometimes you may end up in debt.
I learned that adulting is a lot more scary than I thought, and you need way more money than I thought you did.
I learned that having nice things isn't, you can't always have nice things.
I learned that to plan before you have children because you might not have enough money for them.
Yeah.
Live in a cheaper house because you can't get the nicest house you want. We're gonna have a lot to pay.
How to manage my budget.
Being an adult isn't that good as it seems, and you should take your chances while you're young and stay young while you can. And having kids is not as good as you think it is.
That you need to budget things.
Yeah. I learned that you need to be stable to have children. Don't pay for childcare if you don't need it. Use someone that you have in your family if you can, or someone you know, so you don't have to pay for childcare.
I learned that you should wait to have kids until you have a steady budget and don't spend that much on
I
groceries.
learned not to have children because they're expensive and very needy. To how to balance your budget and stuff and how to cut things.
Okay, I learned that there is really no right age to have children. You just have to, have some money and go to college.
That childcare is really expensive, and when you have someone who can watch them, you're not in debt.
You don't have to pay outrageous money on things. You can just pay the medium average. You don't need to live in a $3,000 apartment. A 900 apartment can do just fine.
I learned today that childcare is very expensive.
I learned that you need to assess how much money you have before you make decisions, and
Okay, what I learned today is that you shouldn't have children before you graduate college.
I learned that how to balance like your budget and how to like cut everything and like childcare that you don't really need to go to it and stuff.
I learned that in general, having children is very expensive.
I learned that gas money takes a lot of money out of your budget.
Kids take a lot of your money.
Learn that if you don't go to college, you don't have enough money to pay for your life.
I don't have children until I'm 30.
Manage money.
I learned that budgeting is not an easy thing.
I learned that having a kid before you go to college is not a good idea.